Wyc Grousbeck to sell the Boston Celtics. That one I was not expecting.
No, me neither. Who could have been?
But you should have been. We should have been. I should have been. As the previous caller said, it never added up to me how they could afford to have the kind of luxury taxes they're going into. It's just, without them owning their own building or having some sort of insane backing like the Warriors do or the Clippers do, it's just, they just did not feel like they could be one of those teams. And it turns out they can't because they're cashing out. Let someone else come in who can handle that load.
But it's still one thing for it to happen. Another thing for it to happen 2 weeks after they just won the title.
That is strong.
I mean, really, again, it was June 17th, right? June 17th. Yeah. Today's July 1st. It's literally 2 weeks. On the nose.
Yes, sir.
2 weeks ago tonight, they won the they won the championship. So the body's not even cold yet, for crying out loud. Stunning.
And I'm out. So, how do you feel about it? Again, I just take it. It's bad news because Wyc has been such a good owner, ideal owner, and maybe some of it certainly was. It turns out it was not sustainable. You just can't spend at that level given the current conditions of that team. Others in the league can, but even the Warriors are complaining about it, like other teams are complaining about it. So, and they want to be the first. The Bucks sold after they won the championship. The Cuban got out a couple months ago. I'm like, you never thought. Like, talk about something talk about someone being passionate about a business holding, like Cuban and the Mavericks. Like he was
synonymous with the whole thing.
Oh my God! Like how you can't be any more passionate about owning a team than he was. Out. Eden's in Milwaukee out. Phoenix makes the NBA Finals. That guy out. I know there's some other factors in there, but it's like there's something going on at the NBA level where these owners are looking at it and saying, I better get out while the getting's good because this is not sustainable, or it's not going to be the business it's been, or something's coming there. And all you hear is that the revenue streams are about to go through the roof because of new TV money, gambling money, all of this, and it's a great business. Yet all these big-time owners are getting out. Why? Something's happening.
Well, that TV revenue is going to change, right? Like all these local sports networks are kind of folding. I mean, at least NBC Sports Boston's viable, but throughout the country, they're going belly up. So it's probably going to go to more of an NFLification of things going forward.
Yes. So I don't know if that. I mean, certainly losing local revenue hurts, but all the streaming services are coming in. Like, I don't know. Everything that you hear is that these caps are the salary caps of the players, which is based on a percentage of revenue, are going to go way up because the revenues are going to go way up. So why, wouldn't this be a perfect time to keep owning the Boston Celtics?
You would think.
Good young team under contract at the beginning of what should be a good long championship window in a league where revenues are about to go through the roof. And I'm selling? Something doesn't add up.
No, I agree.
It's not because they can't afford the state taxes on the family farm.
That's bull crap. That whole thing is bull crap. They're getting out now because the time is right to sell. That's what it is. Like, let's not get stupid about it. A lot of these guys are smart businessmen. A lot of these people are smart business people that know what they're doing and understand when it's time to sell. So, from that standpoint, I don't. The one thing is though about all this increased revenue, a percentage of that is good. It means higher salaries.
Yeah, no, 50% goes to the players.
Right? So costs are going to go up. Player costs are going to go up. And at some point, does that scare people off? I think
we hit on it earlier. It's not just the taxes and the salary. The luxury taxes, the league luxury taxes and the salaries. They now come in conjunction with some competitive penalties. With the second apron and your draft picks get frozen and you can't match money, or you have to match money to make a trade. You can't aggregate players, like all these things that make it harder, even if you pay your guys, to keep dynasties going because you can't build around the fringes of it.
It's harder to win.
So, maybe they look at that too. Say, well, we built the winner. They're going to make it hard for us to keep this winner. We're not going to be able to make nearly the amount of money that we have in the past because we have to pay these guys X amount. So let's get out of here. And they got out of here, which is just, you didn't think it would come from Wyc after all he tells you for years and years and years. We're not in it for the money. We're not in it for the money. We're not in it for the money. And he certainly managed it that way. But now he's out. So to your thoughts, Zach in LA. Yes, Zach.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. So I just want to touch quickly on if John Henry were to buy this team, that would be the most catastrophic thing to happen to this city. With what he's done with the Red Sox and basically losing every star, Jason Tatum's like the best thing to happen to the city since Mookie Betts, and he might as well just sign with the Lakers right now. I'll let you talk on that. Thank you so much.
Okay, people are petrified of John Henry.
Yeah, and look again, Mookie Betts, Jason Tatum might sign with the Lakers either way. So, like, let's not necessarily get down that road. Like, none of us can predict what the hell's going to happen. So, I do not want the same owner to own multiple franchises in any cities, let alone the same one. Yeah, I think that's a recipe for disaster. So, do I want that? No. But I would also say there's no way to, like the caller just said, how did he phrase it? That would be a disaster? The first 10 years of the Henry ownership were pretty good.
He's won 4 championships in 22 years.
It's a long time ago, though. Yeah, he was more emotionally invested. Even did the Pittsburgh Penguins fans, have they been singing his praises since he bought them?
No.
Yeah. Like, it's different now. They're just assets. Like, please, I'm with the caller. It'd be a disaster.
So that's what it is. It's the impersonal part of it, and, you can't get past that part of it.
He's unpopular.
Yeah, well, there's that.
I mean, that's what would be a disaster, I guess. I don't think he'd run the thing into the ground.
No, I don't either.
No, he'd run it baseline, like he's doing with the Red Sox. Just good enough with this illusion of contention. Well, you're pretty good. Why don't you add? No. Celtics are good. Why don't you add? No. Penguins are pretty good. Competitive. You have Sidney Crosby still. Will you add? No. You just run it at a baseline level. That's all that he's going to do at this point.
And I don't mean this as any sort of indictment on Cuban, but you would be what the Mavericks were. You'd be good enough to make the conference finals, be a good little story, and then get to the finals and get your asses kicked. If you like that clip, check out more videos from Felger and Maz here. For more Celtics analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.